Hi guys, it's Grace from Grace Gets Gastric. Today is Tuesday, September 4th, and I'm here today with my week 35 post-op VSG update. To start with stats, again, my name is Grace. I'm 5'8", 27 years old, and on January 2nd, 2018, I had the Vertical Sleeve Gastrectomy, or VSG, weight loss surgery. My highest weight ever recorded was 354 pounds in May of 2017. I was required by my insurance to do a 6-month medically supervised weight loss diet, and over the course of that 6 months, I lost 35 pounds, so my starting weight day of surgery was 319 pounds. Last week, I came at you, I didn't even look up, I came at you at a weight, and the reason I didn't look it up is because this week I don't have a weight for you. It's a little bit different video, no stats, no real stats. Yeah, so why don't I have a weight for you? I just spent the last 5.5 days in Austin, Texas. I had a really fun time. I was there on vacation with my roommate. We just arrived back home like, I don't know, a couple of hours ago. So I haven't weighed since I left on Thursday morning, and I did weigh this morning when I got back home, but I had already been up at that point for 6 hours. I had had breakfast, I had had a snack, I had had lots of water, and I was coming off of 5 days of eating quite a lot, or eating, you know, worse foods than I normally do, or less nutritionally good foods. I don't know. Either way, my weight was higher than I wanted it to be. I knew it was going to be high. There are a myriad of factors as to why it was high, but I don't feel like counting that as an official weekly weigh-in, because if I had weighed in that this morning first thing when I woke up, I would have counted it, obviously. But coming off of flight and already having eaten, just not good for my mental health to count that. And I still owe you guys a month 8 video that I'm going to be filming tomorrow, because my sister's coming over tonight to do photos and measurements, and I have those in that video. So I'll have a fresh weight for you in the next video that I post. But I did want to just do a quick update. So a couple of things. First is these beautiful things that I'm wearing. The lovely Rachel, sorry, I was like on my way down, VSG, on my way down 174. She's slightly different names on Instagram and YouTube. I'm gonna link everything below and above and all the places. Anyways, Rachel is wonderful. She had the VSG last year. She's been killing it. And I mentioned, I think in last week's video, that I was in a size 16. I was feeling kind of normal, like a normal, human being. And she was so sweet and reached out and said she wanted to send me something to kind of celebrate, because she also had a similar thought of kind of feeling like a normal person, being seen as a normal person when she reached size 16. So she sent me an outfit, and it was waiting for me when I got back from Austin, so it was a really lovely surprise. And so she sent me these awesome kind of like I think like eggplant type jeans, and this like long black sweater, which I used to have one of these when I was in high school. It was my favorite sweater of all time. And then there was a great dryer debacle of 2009, and my mom's dryer went insane and started ripping holes in everything, so like half my wardrobe was decimated, including this sweater. So anyways, very long tangent to say I was really excited. And then she also sent me these really beautiful earrings and this necklace, and I had to try it on, and it's like hot out, but it's actually it's so comfortable, you guys. And I was just like really touched. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna, send you something for size 16. I was like, well, I just fit into like one pair of size 16s once. So I was kind of nervous that it wouldn't fit, but it totally does. Here, I'll show you. I like took a picture earlier, but the lighting in my room is bad. So you can, I don't know if you can see me. We'll see. But it's like this like long thing, and like these are the pants, and they like fit perfectly. And yes, I am really excited. I'm so excited for fall just in general. And now I'm super excited because I have an outfit that will fit me to wear, and I actually bought another outfit when I was in Austin. Another like related thing is that I don't know if you guys follow Little Kansas Kitty. I will link her places again if you guys aren't. She's really sweet. She had the RNY recently-ish, and she's also been making videos, and I just, you know, she commented on my videos and kind of mentioned that she was doing a giveaway, and I started following her and watching some of her videos, and she did a giveaway and I won it. And it was funny because I haven't been watching a ton of YouTube videos the past 5 days because I've been with someone most of the time. But I've been watching them periodically when I've had downtime. So when Little Kansas Kitty had posted a video recently, and my roommate went, you know, took a shower, so I was like, I'll watch one video. And I was like, oh, you know, I just started following this person, I want to watch their stuff, so I just decided to watch her video even though I have a bunch of them, and I so happened to have won the giveaway, so that was just really fun timing. But so that's coming. I'm really excited about that. It's just, I don't know, I'm feeling very like love for the community today, and just in general. I always, like, it's such a big part of why I think I've been so successful is just the support and the camaraderie and the environment and just sharing and talking and being able to, you know, interact with people who can relate to what you're going through. And I've mentioned before that I'm involved in another online community. This is not my first, and I'm kind of on the decline with that one, you know. I'm getting to a point where I think that maybe I need to start distancing myself a little bit, and so I'm just kind of a weird place with that right now, and it's kind of giving me a lot of not always very positive feels. And so to like get such, I remember when it was such a wonderful, invigorating, positive thing, and to get that here and to be able to experience that again in a different way, and in a way that feels a little bit, I don't know, it almost feels more connected to real life, even though my involvement in this other community has like fundamentally has shaped who I am and what I believe and all that stuff. Anyways, this is like a super long tangent, but thank you so much to On My Way Down, and yeah, I'm gonna like stay wearing this until I get too hot and have to take it off. Other updates. So like I said, the biggest thing is I've been away for most of the past week in Austin. It was wonderful. Yeah, I'd never been to Texas. Austin, I think, was a good choice. It was so freaking hot. You don't even know. I'm a Seattle girl, Washington born and raised. We don't do heat. We don't do extremes. And it was like high 90s and humid. And it says Seattle's more humid, but that's bullshit. It was so humid and hot. Like, you couldn't even breathe the air. It was like it was like you were in a greenhouse. Just like so sweating all the time. And to be honest, we actually did less walking because of that than I had anticipated, because normally I do a ton of walking, but it was so miserable outside. It was like things that I would have walked like in San Francisco or when I was in Chicago or whatever. We were like, we're gonna die. Like, it was hard. And my roommate actually struggled with it more than me, which was kind of an NSV in a way. She is like a very average size person. You know, like her BMI is normal. She's kind of like, you know, she's my height, like a medium in things. But she's never been like, she walks a lot, but she's not like necessarily super fit. She's just like, you know, kind of an average person. And it was kind of cool to see, like, even though I'm at least 50 pounds heavier than her, at least. And I was more easily able to do like some of the active things than she was, which was really interesting and kind of cool to see, like, that, you know, you do kind of that whole like health at any size or fitness, you know, like there is like truth to that in a way. I mean, I think it can go to extremes, but like I feel very healthy and active and strong, and it's really cool. But another thing that was interesting about traveling with her is just like it just really reinforced how messed up my my relationship with food is. Neither of us were very hungry, like, the whole trip. Like, we were kind of eating like 2 meals a day, which is unusual for me. Though when I travel, I tend to be less focused on food because I'm just doing so much stuff, and the heat definitely, I think, played a role in that. But it was just really interesting to see, like, she could eat a big meal, and then she would like she could do 1 meal a day, or like she, like, just how infrequently she was thinking about food. And for me, like, even when I'm full, like, even as soon as I finished eating, sometimes I want to eat again. Like, we would finish eating a meal, like, I would be stuffed almost to the point of discomfort, so full, and like already I'm like, I want to eat right now. Like, it's totally mental. Like, physically I'm not hungry at all. I'm actively unhungry. But, you know, like, just how I'm always thinking about food, and how I think about ways to eat, and trying to sneak things in, and just even, like, I don't know, it's just, it was just really interesting. I mean, I live with my roommate, so it's not like I haven't been around her eating before, but, like, we don't usually spend 24/7 together, right? You know, like, we both have jobs, we both have lives, we're, you know, like, she's like my best friend, so it's not like we're not spending time together, but I'm rarely with her from, like, you know, for all of the meals of the whole day. So, you know, I don't always get, like, kind of the full picture of the cadence of eating, and so it's just really interesting to see, like, you know, when we were eating together, and, like, she wasn't really eating that much more than me, you know, and she's a normal sized stomach, and just to imagine, like, she was really, I would say, not even eating twice as much as I was, maybe twice as much, maybe, and just to see, like, how little she was eating, and, like, she would be, like, as full as me, and it's just, it was just very interesting to, it's something I think about a lot, especially lately, just how normal people eat and exist in the world, and just, like, this thing that seems to be broken within me, and you know, maybe within all of us here in this community. Like, there's something off, and I don't know what it is, and, you know, but the way I see food, the way I think of food, like, it's not the same as other people. It's not the same as my roommate, and, you know, I know, like, this is not something that, and you know, it's not a stomach issue. That's not the problem. It was part of the problem because I could eat 8 times, you know, as much as I can eat now, and then be full. But, you know, like, that mental thing, everyone goes on and on about the mental stuff, but it really is just so there. And, you know, it's like, I find myself fascinated with, like, normal people and how they eat, and how they think about food, and how food plays a role in their lives. I don't know if I'm, like, wanting to try to emulate them and figure out what is that missing thing that I don't get, or that doesn't work quite the same way in my brain. You know, how do I just not eat when I'm not hungry? I don't know. I feel like my thoughts are kind of wibbly on this, but it was just, that was something that really stood out for me in the trip, was just the watching someone who is able to manage their weight, you know, and, like, you know, we've lived together for 5 years. In that course of time, like, she's, like, gained 20 pounds and lost 20 pounds, and, you know, like, you know, it's not like she's had, like, minor weight things, but, like, she's always able to regulate and bring it back in, and so it's just, it's interesting, fascinating. But, yeah, I'm going to talk, I think, more about my trip. I think I'm going to try to do a vlog, and I'll talk a little bit, you know, I'll add in some thoughts on the things that I did and saw, because this is already 14 minutes and I've talked about nothing. But, I did want to just come in here really quickly, say thank you guys all for being here. Like I said, this community, it really does mean a lot to me, and just being able to interact with people, and having, like, the thought, you know, like, there are people out there that are doing such thoughtful things, and that are really, everyone here really wants to support and encourage, and it's, you know, sometimes you really need that. Sometimes I really need that, and, I'm so grateful that you guys are here, through the good and the bad, you know, through the times when, when it's just nice to have you to interact with, and the times where I really need that support and encouragement. So I will be making a video tomorrow and hopefully posting it tomorrow with my month 8 update, and you'll get a weight then. So we'll see what the damage was from my Austin trip then. All right, guys, have a good one.